Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another book review. I just read Just the Funny Parts by Nell Scovell, and look at just her resume of everything that she's worked on. That is impressive in and of itself, and of course has a foreword by Sheryl Sandberg. This is a woman that I aspire to be like. I would love to be in Hollywood, but then again I realize it's a cutthroat business and it is very, 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 very difícil. Yeah, I went to a quinceañera today. That's what I get. Muy difícil. But she talks about all of the different hurdles that she had to jump and how she tried to fit in with the boys club, like it says on the cover of the book. And she talked about how certain things were hilarious, but certain topics were just verboten. She couldn't even mention them. Motherhood was one of those things, and she could talk about sex all she wanted to, and but she couldn't talk about being a mom. And I thought, oy vey. And I really feel for you. It sucks, but it's almost like you're treated differently because you're a woman. And the less said about that, the better, because I've been through that myself, and there are times that I wish I were male, but I'm happy being me. I'm going to continue being me. I don't want to be male. I want to continue being female. So I respect my male cohorts. Not all of us are like that. Why am I saying us? Not all men are like that. They're not all cutthroat, glory-bound, testosterone-filled, egotists or egoists, or people that you may, if you were, say she were to write something and they would take credit, or she actually had a pseudonym. Her name was Nell Scovell, and they thought, oh yeah, that's like George Sand, that sort of thing. But I thought, that's very sad, but very true on many accounts. And males usually get more publishing rights, and they publish a lot better than women do, still to this day. But I think there's starting to be a shift in consciousness. Based upon that. But I really liked the book. I thought it was extremely well written, and even there was a part that talked about the fourth wall. I know I mentioned this before in one of my reviews, and she mentions the first sitcom that she wrote for. It was about a man who lived in a three-story condo, and his room actually faced the fourth wall, being the audience. So when somebody breaks the fourth wall or becomes meta, that's what they're doing. It comes from sitcoms. I thought, imagine that. I learned something. And also the Oi was I Toasty joke is in there too, but it's the original version. The version I heard is a variation on it when they're in a subway. Her version takes place in a park, and the version that she tells is just as funny and just as great, but it's about this guy. There's an old Jewish guy who comes into the park, and there's another man just walking by, seeing this poor Jewish guy just saying, "Oi, am I toasty? Oi, am I toasty?" You know, you have to do the accent right, or it's not funny. So he walks by, and he's thinking, "Oh my gosh, I got to give this poor man a drink of water. Maybe that'll make him feel better." So he walks over to him. He thinks, "Yeah, this is going to work." So he gives him a drink of water. Finally, after, hours of complaining from this man, and he gives him a drink of water. And after he drinks the water, he goes, he's silent for a minute. Silence. And then, "Oi, was I toasty." Yeah, punchline. But I absolutely think that joke is hysterical, but I shouldn't be laughing at it because it's not mine. I can't lay claim to it. It's just a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke that's been around for many, many years. This is what I get for going to a quinceañera, folks. I speak really freaking strange. But this is one of the funniest books I've ever written. It's absolutely terrific. I'm glad that she's gotten so much out. The final leaflet is very revealing as to her career, and I am prayerful that I can become this well known at some point in time in my life, because I think what I really want to do is get involved in independent filmmaking, and someday I'll do it so I can do my other projects, which would be a resort for seniors, more assisted living for them, and they would go on field trips together. It wouldn't be, bogging them down with anything. It would be more celebration of life, and it wouldn't be like a convalescent home. I can't stand convalescent home. Sorry, get that out of my system. And then the other one would be a skill and trade based business to help others help themselves, and it would decrease crime, and it would just make the community better, and it would start here, and then it would sprout to other places, and then go worldwide. But I would be the person helping people learn how to budget. But here on the back leaflet, it says she's a television writer, producer, and director. She collaborated with Sheryl Sandberg on the #1 New York Times bestseller Lean In, which I absolutely adored, and is the creator of the television series Sabrina, Teenage Witch. Other credits include Simpsons, Coach, Monk, Murphy Brown, Charmed, and NCIS. I liked all of those television shows except for Charmed. She has directed 2 movies for cable and an episode of Awkward for MTV. She has contributed to Spy Magazine, Vanity Fair, Vogue, and New York Times. She and her husband, Colin Summers, have two college-age sons. Despite Blue Oyster Cult's well-reasoned arguments, she still fears the Reaper. And I am with you there, sweetheart. I like the... It talks about the the different stages of writing. It's who is it? Who is Neil Scovell? Get me Neil Scovell. Get me a younger Neil Scovell. And it's Neil Scovell. What was it? I can't remember. Just give me a second and. Right, here it is. Who is Neil Scovell? I was right. Get me Neil Scovell. Get me a younger, cheaper Neil Scovell. And who is Neil Scovell? It actually it's a circular, it's a loop. So I didn't notice that until now. That is definitely a logic loop. Or an infinite loop. It's called an infinite. If you're in logic, it's called an infinite loop. Like, I can't get out. I can't get out. I can't get out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And in bipolar mania, it's called cycling, and it's not good. Yeah, I can laugh at myself. One day, I will no longer have the silly disposition. It will be gone, and I will have freedom. Woo. I'm in an odd mood today. But I really enjoyed the book. What else am I doing? I'm doing illustrations for my characters. One from an Arrows I'm writing, one from one that I sent to my friend Gabe. So hopefully it'll be good. I'm doing one called Internal Organs. I've already done the illustrations for that. I'm going to be writing my script for that. It's basically Inside Out. Will you please stop? My goodness, you are so needy today. But it's basically a adult version. Well, adult sounds dirty. There's no other way to say it, though. It's not porn. Okay. Now that we got that clear, and that I'm not going to be going to jail for doing things I shouldn't be doing. Actually, there is a part in it that there's a sex scene, but it's illustrated through tango on the hardwood floor. I think that's a creative way to do it, because if you've ever seen Take the Lead, it's like sex on hardwood. I love that movie so much. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, about Pierre Delaine. Oh, that movie is just absolutely sensational. And Antonio Banderas. Yeah, yum. But get that out of my system. But anyways, been busy. Got to go to a quinceañera today, so that was fun. I'd never been, and I thought, well, they think it odd that there's only one gringa here. Nope. Actually, I love my new church. I think that they're beautiful, glorious people. They don't think me different. Yeah, my Spanish might be a little rusty when I speak it. I'm slower when I do speak it. When I have been speaking it, I get an accent. It's so funny. I think, oh my Lord, why did I get an accent again? Oh Lord, it happens with any that happens with any foreign language that I speak. Though, if I become very immersed in it, I get an accent. If I go to the South, my Southern accent comes back. So I still say y'all, but the Southerner in me never died. Let me just put it that way. Rebel yell, mo mo mo. But anyway. I'm going to take this doggy out before he drives me absolutely nuts. So until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao tutti!